Guys, it's Spacey Sims, and we're back today with another unboxing video. So again, using my tablet and sitting on an angle and, trying to make sure that everything lines up. Because, this is the best camera that I have aside from using my cell phone, which I can't do one-handed. I can't unbox a box one-handed. So, pardon the fact that you can hear the birds. I hope the sound's okay. I don't do a lot of unboxings because I don't have a lot of things to unbox. But, this is actually another game that I got off of a Kickstarter. It's actually the first Kickstarter I ever funded. Finally came in. I am so very excited because I have been waiting for this for a long time. It is Chaosmos, and it is basically like an outer space theme game. Obviously, as you can kind of tell, I love that. I love space themed games, and that is why I was so excited to fund it. I'm sorry, I was just like clapping there if you could hear that. So I'm going to go ahead and unbox everything. I would highly recommend checking out either the Kickstarter page. Obviously, the Kickstarter's over, but it gives you all the information about the game. I think Board Game Geek might have information on it. I just had done a quick Google search because I was going to kind of give you the information about the game, but it's just so much easier to listen to the creators talk about it or people who are, really skilled in describing games. But you're basically there's different alien races, and you're trying to find, I think it's called the Ovoid, and you're trying to actually have that at the end of the game. I think there's actually a timer involved. I funded this game like over a year ago, so pardon me, I can't remember all of the details, and obviously I haven't opened the box yet, so I don't know all of the rules and everything from reading the booklet. But yeah, this just came in. Actually, I think it's been in my mailbox since Friday. Again, as if you remember from my last unboxing, if you watched that with Robots on the Line, I don't check my mail very often. But yeah, so we're going to go ahead and unbox this, and we'll check out all the components. And, okay, so right off the bat, again, this is a nice, very thick cardboard box, which is awesome. It is beautiful. Love that. And, okay, so this is the rule book. So it is big. It's nice. Oh, good, you can see it pretty well. Okay. It's nicely printed. It's nice shiny pages, and it's obviously you can see. I'm sorry if the lighting is a little off. I'm trying to do this as close to natural lighting as possible, but as you can see, there's glare going on here and whatnot. But yeah, it's printed in color, which is beautiful. It's actually really well, nicely done. It's, decent quality paper. I mean, it's not super thick or flimsy or anything. It's kind of I guess I would say average, but still nice. I mean, nice and shiny, and the print is really clear in it. So yeah, that's really cool. So there's a lot of different rules, and I kind of like how they do it where everything's small paragraphs about things, and it's not just walls of text. So I like that, because that for me is, makes games so much easier to read. All right. So, yay! Okay, so this is, I'm assuming, I don't actually know what component that is, but that's okay, because it's nice. They're decent thickness. You can see my hand over here pointing it out, but yeah, decent thickness cardboard. It's nicely printed. It's there's not too much of a shine on it. It's a little more matte, but but it's still nice. It goes with the theme, I think. And here is, so this is I think this is part of, I think there's some, part of the timer as you count down. I think it's a number of so many turns. That is the counter. So yeah, so these are some more of the components and pieces. Again, obviously I'm not sure 100% which each one is. Oh, look, and they're double-sided. That's always nice. And one piece just kind of popped out nicely, but you can see it's actually a nice thickness, so that's pretty cool. Sorry if that was a little bit blurry. Yeah, so there's all these different pieces, and okay, yay! Who doesn't love a hex tile game, right, guys? I'm not even kidding. I love them. And these are huge hex tiles. I mean, they're it's the size of my hand. That's pretty. I don't have tiny hands, but again, printed on the back too, which is nice. Yeah, so all the different pieces, and I'm assuming, I think these are tokens for, depending on the planet, because, these kind of match those ones, but, so again, we're going to be exciting to figure out all the rules on this. So these are all like the different planets, and I think you have the different aliens can be from these different planets. I'm actually gonna pop one out just for now because let's see. Okay, so these are the alien race cards. These are really nice because they're decent thickness and they're actually like really shiny and like slick. You know, I guess you can't really tell like the sheen on them in the video, but they're actually really good. I like these a lot. And they're, again, really nicely printed. The artwork is amazing. It's beautiful. And oh my god, that thing looks so sad, but it's kind of cute. You know, so then this tells you, okay, I think this is their home planet, and I think this is supposed to be a planet that's toxic to them, so when you're playing the game, you don't want to land on that. And so, okay, it has like sections for unique abilities, and there are, down here, it tells you a little bit about, the alien race. That's, you know, from this distance, it's small to me. I'm sorry, it's getting a little blurry, isn't it? Sorry about that, guys. I'm trying to like look and like see what's being recorded at the same time, so it's a little difficult. But yeah, so that's pretty cool. So yeah, you got, and then so like this race starts it with the ovoid, and I think you have to have it at the end of the last turn. So even if you have it at some point in the middle of the game, that doesn't mean that you get it. You have to have it in your possession when the timer runs out, basically. So when you've run out of turns. And I think that was the one we started on. So those are those. Okay. And these are, they have these, one for each. So this is your like player you know, thing. So that tells you again more about the race of aliens, that's a lot of like background, so that's really cool. And native weapons and stuff like that, so that's nice. It's got like a lot of information about each alien race, and that's kind of like how you know, obviously have that up, and then all of your cards and stuff go behind it so no one can see what you're doing. So there's one of those, you know, for each of the aliens that you can be. Ooh, look, there's extra ones that were floating in the box. And again, this is another box that's got the nice separators in it, so that's pretty cool. So, you know, this will fit perfectly with all of those pieces, you know, bigger pieces on this side and smaller ones on that side, so that's kind of nice. And these are the aliens. Woo! I'm not trying to, like, throw them down. So that's, I like the fact that, you know, I mean, obviously, they're just single color, you know, but they're pretty detailed. That's pretty cool. And there's one, obviously they're color matched, so, you know, I'm assuming that this is like the little alien that goes on like the yellow planet, you know, so that's pretty cool. So it's easy to tell your token apart from everybody else's, because, you know, how many times have you played games and all the pieces are the same color and it's almost impossible to tell your pieces apart? I actually have a really awesome board game that I love to death. It's like a reverse Monopoly. And the pieces are, like, amazing, but they are all the same color, so it's a little difficult to, you know, differentiate your piece from somebody else's if you're looking for the gray piece. Okay, and then we have the die for the game, so, okie-dokie. And, okay, so this is like a sticker thingy, so it's obviously, I think that's to put the thing together. Okay, sorry guys, I had to stop quickly. Somebody was knocking on my door, so I had to go get that. Okay, so then these are the little packets for each of the planets. So when you're going around and you're a different alien, you know, you're going onto the different planets, you're looking for this ovoid. And these will have cards in them, I think. I don't know if there's like a number. These are actually really nice, and I like the fact that they come, you know, sorry, I gotta put this in the screen so you can see it. They're really nice, and I like the fact that they came together already, so you don't have to like try to put them together. And you know, they're pretty thick, if you can tell. It's not like, oh, it's just a folded piece of paper and you have to try to stuff cards in there, you know, just like a thin envelope. These are nice, you know, cardboard envelopes, which is really cool. So, and they've got some depth to them. But yeah, so you are basically putting in, I'm going to open up this pack of cards off the screen for just a second. You are putting in basically like a bunch of the cards, like certain cards, into the envelopes, and the ovoid can be in any one of those. So when you're, going to each planet, you're going to the planet, you're picking up this envelope and you're looking through it. So you'll know, you can either then, I think, take the ovoid and put it in your hand. You could then put it in another envelope and rearrange it. So say you're the alien race that starts off the game with the ovoid. You put it in an envelope. You think you know where it is, but you don't know if somebody else now goes to that planet. Did they take it? Did they leave it in the envelope? Did they move it somewhere else? So that's kind of the fun of it, is like trying to keep track of where this goes. And so these, okay, so that's nice. So these are turn guides that tell you, you know, so for each player. So that's pretty cool. And then these are different like weapon cards, Cosmic Fear. So those are, I guess, different like actions and things that you can do. So that's pretty cool. So all of those. And these are actually, I mean, these are, you know, average, I think, cards. I don't think there's anything, like, I'm not, like, a huge, like, fanatic when it comes to gaming, where it's like, oh, my board games have to be like this. It's like, look, as long as it looks nice, it's fine. Like, so these are, like, normal, I think, quality. It's not like they're not, you know, super flimsy. They're not super, super thick or anything. I think sometimes, honestly, for me, the super, super thick cards sometimes make it really, really difficult. And my bird is now flying all over the apartment. Great. The super thick cards make it difficult, I think, to shuffle sometimes. And I feel like these, you know, would probably be, you know, easier. Ooh, oh, that dark ovoid. Oh, do they have a light one? Or is that the one that you want? I don't know. So, yeah, so I mean, these are, I think, the standard, and I mean, I like that because I feel like they'll be easy to shuffle. But you can see, like, the artwork even on these. Hopefully you can see it. It's a little blurry because it's not, like, you know. Yeah, it's that's a little better, but yeah, you can see, like, the artwork on these is, like, really, really well done. So, you know, they've got, like, nice. I'm trying to, like, lean over and, like, at least spread out some of the cards so you can kind of see them. But, like, I mean, that's, like, it's very pretty. So, yeah, I mean, it's a really, looks like it's a really great quality. Again, and well worth the time waiting because, you know, I mean, there's a lot of components to it. There's a lot of action to it. And I just feel like it'd be a really fun game. I think I actually saw a playthrough. I think the Dice Tower did it on their YouTube channel, like a preview of the game, like before, like when the Kickstarter was out. And that's one of the things that actually did prompt me to fund the game, because I love space-themed games, but sometimes, you know, if games, doesn't matter how awesome the theme is, if the game is awful, the game is awful. But yeah, I always look for space-themed games. I have a lot of Star Trek games. I have Star Trek Catan because, I mean, you know, I'm not going to play the regular one isn't that much fun for me, but the Star Trek theme one is amazing. I love it. But yeah, so it was well worth it. And if you like kind of space-themed games, I would highly recommend checking it out. I'm pretty sure it's out there. So like I said, Board Game Geek, I think, has information. I would try looking at other places to find more information about it if it interests you. It is a really high quality, well-made game. I would say it's probably I don't know what the actual running price for the game is, because like I said, I did Kickstarter, so that's a little different. But I think it's probably going to run average of what I would think normal board games go, so in the mid-range. But like I said, I wouldn't take my word for it because I have no idea, because Kickstarter is completely different than buying the game, you know, off the shelf from a gaming store. But yeah, I would look out to find it, see, you know, what it's out there for. If it interests you, it is very well made. I would recommend it just because I really do, like I said, love space-themed games. I think I've said that like 40 times. It's well made. I'm really excited about it, and I think it will actually be a lot of fun to play. So that is it, guys. So I will leave you now with this awesome, you know, I'm just going to leave that there. Yay! All right, guys. So I will see you next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.